Hey, there's no rain in that picture, and it's a different skyline. Seems like we're still in Texas. No, we're not. We're home. It's Safeco Field, and boy, is it good to be home. And welcome again, everybody. Welcome to beautiful Safeco Field. Of course, we all didn't think Sunday was ever going to end. The Mariners and the Chicago White Sox. The first game of a half a dozen games here at home. The penultimate stand for the Mariners this year. And, of course, everything on Sunday revolved around Ichiro's 200th hit. He got it. Now we move on, but what an accomplishment.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. This will be the 200th hit for him. Leads the league this year with 55 infield hits. This is number 55, where he gets hit number 200, a ground ball to shortstop. And that's the one thing about him, Dave. You go and you accomplish this feat, and you're able to get that many infield hits still and spray the ball around. Let's not forget, he missed a good part of the first couple weeks of the season, and we still have 18 games to go, and there he is already with 200 hits.
Yeah, he missed 16 games this year, and there he is with 200 hits. Of course, as you can imagine, in Japan, it is huge national news. So our congratulations to Ichiro. I don't think there's a doubt in anybody's mind that he will join Pete Rose next year as the only two in Major League history to have 10 consecutive years of 200 hits a game. And I bet my money on it, to tell you the truth. Okay, the White Sox are in town, and the White Sox are still in it, too. Let's look at their lineup.
For the White Sox, it'll be Podseknik, Beckham, Pierzynski, Konerko, Kotsay, Dyke, Quinton, Getz, and Ramirez will hit 9. Take a look at the numbers for Ian Snow. Done pretty well. 4 wins for him this year. ERA a little bit high, but you see the 21 strikeouts for him so far. Opponent's average just 245. And the defense behind him. This evening it'll be Hall, Gutierrez, and Ichiro in the outfield. Across the infield is Beltre, Jack Wilson at shortstop, Lopez is at second, Mike Clark getting the start at first, and Kenji will be behind the plate tonight.
So Ian Snell getting the start against the Chicago White Sox. And number 6, he has struggled against Chicago. And his job, and we saw it last time out, is just to throw strikes. Get out there, get ahead of the hitters, and it seems like it's the same old story every time. But same old results every time. If he does that, he's got all the stuff in the world. Well,
there's no question about that. He has a good fastball. He'll top out at 95, around 92, 93, consistently with good movement, Dave, and a nice changeup to go along with that.
So here is Podseknik, and Podseknik taking a little inside, ball 1. Marvin Hudson is the man calling balls and strikes tonight. And that's a strike. They say it is 78 degrees here this evening with no wind to speak of at all. It's very calm here at the ballpark tonight. Thrown right on by, 93 miles an hour. A ball and 2 strikes. The White Sox currently 6.5 back at the Tigers, who are losing, and losing big tonight. Kansas City leading them 11-1 in the 9th inning. And a swing and a fly ball hit to left field. And just coasting over to make the catch easily is Mr. Hall. So Bill Hall with a catch out there, 1 away. And one of the fine rookies in the business this year, Gordon Beckham, will be the second man up for the Chicago White Sox, hitting .279 with 11 home runs and 53 RBIs. And that's a strike, on 1. The White Sox have just 3 wins in their last 12 trips to Seattle. That's lined into right field, but right at Ichiro to make the catch. So 2 down. So the Chi Sox struggling here in Seattle, in the Emerald City. They lost 2 of 3 to the Angels. They had yesterday the off day here. And here's A.J. Pierzynski, the catcher. The White Sox have spent an awfully lot of money since the trading deadline. Of course, they picked up Rios, who appeared in his first game here, Mike, in a White Sox uniform, and he has not worked out at all. He's only hitting 140.
Yeah, he's really struggled since he's come over, and then, of course, they traded away Jim Thome, which certainly hurts them.
And they picked up Jake Peavy, who has yet to pitch an inning for them. And he's scheduled to make his first start on Saturday in Chicago against the Kansas City Royals. So things haven't exactly worked out the way Kenny Williams thought they would, the general manager. And a swing and a fly ball hit to left again. And Bill is there to make the easy catch, and a nice easy inning here in the first for Ian Snell. 3 up and 3 down. Great to be home, and as always, great to have you with us. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Here come the Mariners to the plate. Speed one more time, collecting his 200th hit on Sunday down in Texas, an infield ground ball to Elvis Andrus, the shortstop who never made a throw, and he had his 200th hit for 9 consecutive years. So here he is at home for the first time since breaking that all-time record. Ichiro against who else? The cheap Freddie Garcia. And we think of Freddie Garcia with great fondness as Ichiro looks at his strike on 1. And Freddie's pitched very well for the Chicago White Sox.
He has, and it's been a tough road back for him, but it looks like with the way that he has pitched for them, probably has a pretty good opportunity going into camp next year. It's been difficult for him, though. He had some injuries that he was dealing with, and Ozzie gave him another chance, and things have gone all right for him.
And a changeup. A dandy with a changeup. Freddie, you may or may not recall, was the winning pitcher here in the 2001 All-Star game. That's a little looper into left field, but it'll hold up, and Carlos Quentin will make the easy catch. Let's look at the rest of the Mariners lineup.
Following Ichiro, it'll be Gutierrez. Lopez Griffey, the DH, will hit 4th. Beltre Hall, Jojima, Mike Karp getting the start at 1st. He will hit 8th. And Jack Wilson, the shortstop, hits 9th. Take a look at the numbers for Freddie. Just 28 innings pitched, as we talked about, but 23 strikeouts for him. Left-hander's only hitting 167 off of Garcia.
What do you think that is?
Changeup. That changeup you just saw, that's the reason why. Tremendous movement. He'll throw it at any part of the count, and I think that's the biggest reason why.
Franklin Gutierrez takes high, ball 1 ball, and no strikes. And certainly Freddie is a September pitcher, and he was with the Mariners too. But the Mariners, those years he pitched with them, came into roaring into September. He's 25-9 with a 3.18 ERA and 48 starts in September. And that's when you make your money.
That's absolutely right. I'm just watching him early on. His velocity isn't quite what it used to be when he was with Seattle, but still not too bad. 88 to 90 miles an hour.
Freddie went 76 and 50 over 6 years with the Mariners. And that breaking ball is down low and outside, 2-2. Freddie is working a little faster than we remember him. He used to fiddle-faddle around out there a little bit, and maybe he still will with somebody on. But right now, he's getting the ball and throwing it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens when he gets into the stretch tonight. But you're right, Dave. He was a pretty deliberate worker.
Nice easy 2 hopper. And Beckham will throw out Franklin Gutierrez. He was acquired originally by the Chicago White Sox from the Mariners 5 years ago in June, about the trading deadline, with catcher Ben Davis and cash in exchange for Miguel Olivo and Michael Morse and Jeremy Reed, both of whom at that time were minor leaguers. Strike on the outside corner. 0-2 on Jose Lopez. Back here on August the 12th, you may recall these two clubs hooked up in the longest 1-0 game in Major League history. 14 innings. Won by the Mariners on Ken Griffey Jr. Base hit in the 14th. And there's a shot off his glove. That may result in a base hit. May not. It does not. 1-4-3. Chris Getz makes the fine play on the carom off the glove of Freddie Garcia. So the Mariners are gone in order. We go to the second. No score. Years ago, and there they are. And that gentleman is out here proclaiming not only his faith to his wife, but to rally fries. And that ball is belted to left field, foul on the left field line. Canerco hitting .282. Snell just finds the mark a little bit too far outside that time. Almost got the outside edge. And the count 1-1. 2-1. These two clubs all even on the year at the 3-3. Snell has fallen behind 3 balls, 1 strike on Canerco.
Talking earlier, Dave, about White Sox and adding guys to the payroll in PV and Rios, and things didn't get turned around for them.
And that ball is a pop-up out there, an easy play for Ichiro. Mile high.
And it'll be interesting to watch this club because Kenny Williams, the general manager, came out before the deadline, or maybe it was just after that, and he talked about how many of these guys he was making available, and then shortly after that is when Tommy was traded away. So going into the winter and next year, it'll be interesting to see what the turnover is for the White Sox.
And it was only, I guess, a week ago or so that Kenny Williams came out and said, look, you want to blame somebody, blame me. And Ozzie said, if you want to blame somebody, blame me. Ground ball hit right to first base off the bat of Kotze. Easy play for Mike Carp, the rookie, to take it to the bag. 2 down. And there's the 45-year-old skipper of the White Sox, Ozzie Guillen. Colorful guy if there ever was one. Always seems to have a smile on his face.
I was watching him when the folks that were here renewing their vows were walking off the field. They go by the tunnel right where he was at. He was over there talking to all of them as they were coming off the field, having a great time. Jermaine Dye hitting .251, and he's really struggled since the All-Star break, only hitting .166 since the break. 2-0. But 4 for 6 against Snell with the home run. Three and one. Didn't want to do it. Halfway through his swing, and he fouls it back.
Found it interesting looking at the numbers with the White Sox and the Mariners, comparing the two clubs. The Mariners are #1 in pitching. The White Sox are #2 in pitching. And if you look at their clubs offensively, they're pretty close, except for home runs, and that's where the White Sox get their offense from, as they're 6th in the league in home runs.
And he walks his first man, a breaking ball outside. Ian Snell, when he was with Pittsburgh earlier this year, I think he still has the record in the National League, may have it in the American League. Most pitches in a game, threw 131 pitches in one game with the Pirates against Milwaukee back in late April, April the 29th. Line drive on a hop right to third baseman Beltre, and an easy throw to get the force out at second base. And we go to the bottom half of the second with no score.
On FSN is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment and dining destination.
So Ken Griffey Jr. will step in and start it off here in the Mariners' second inning. I mentioned Griffey won that game, that 1-0 game on August the 12th with a base hit to right field, a strike to him. Freddie Garcia throwing very well. I hadn't seen him in a long time. And that's up and in with a changeup. And a high fly ball right down the line. Is it fair? It is foul. At the home run distance. 625 of them.
He gets a hanging changeup. Keeps his hands back long enough, but hooks it just foul. You can see just 80 miles an hour on that changeup. Goes right to the right of the pole.
And change foul. Griffey's single on August the 12th drove in Adrian Beltre from second base, and the base hit was off Tony Pena. And that was with 2 outs in the bottom half of the 14th. And a fly ball this time is fair. Is it going to? I believe no. Last moment it hooked off foul.
Steady diet of changeups and breaking balls. Started him off with a couple of fastballs, and now he's just going to the off-speed stuff.
Full count now, 3-2. This is Freddie's first start against the Mariners since '06. And a high fly ball belted there at 626. Fly away. He hits one foul. This one away fair. And it's 1-0 Mariners. He got all of that. For Ken Griffey Jr. That's his 15th home run of the year.
And it looked like he had a 3-2 changeup that was left up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He hit that ball long ways. Steady diet of changeups to him, and even on a 3-2 count, Freddie Garcia throws him another one. You can see it's belt high. No doubt about it.
And they're saying that baby went 417 feet. Well tagged. Adrian Beltre has just taken a pitch inside. And the next pitch is hit to right field, shallow, and Katse has to sprint in to make the catch. 1 down. Junior, you might recall Saturday night in the first game on that 3-game series in Texas, had a big night. In the Mariners 8-3 win. Had a couple of doubles, a single, a couple of RBIs, scored a run. Slow ground ball hit to shortstop. And Alexi Ramirez throws out Bill Hall. I think Sunday, of course, done so many games you can get them all, but Sunday may have been the longest day I've ever spent at the ballpark. Got there about, bus left at 8:45, so we got there about 9 o'clock. What time was it when we left there?
Wow.
About 11?
I would say that's probably about right, 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Yeah. With all the rain delay.
It was just a long weekend series.
Yes.
Just a lot of rain, a lot of delays, a cancellation of one of the games.
Jojima pulls that foul and count 2 strikes on.
Which, I mean, I've gone into Arlington for a lot of years, and it's not unusual to see some rain. It's usually a thunderstorm that'll last for an hour. They've rained for 3 days there.
And that sliced down the right field line. That's going to get down for a base hit. Go to the corner. Jojima's going to second. And the ball bobbled a little bit down there, but he'll pull up at second base. I'd say a little bit of a problem with it down there in the right field corner. Catch all the action of the 2009 Major League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. The excitement begins on October the 7th with the Division Series on TBS. Mike Carp. Youngster spent all year long at Tacoma, just recently called up on the 1st. Chance to pick himself up his 2nd Major League RBI. Strike to him on the inside corner. Change up, down low and outside. Red Sox beat the Angels again. Well, the first game of the series, I should say again, 4-1, but they've gotten it turned around. And that ball is lined into right center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Here around third, coming in is Jojima. The throw to the plate, they're not going to get him as the ball gets by. Pierzynski down to second base. Will go Mike Carp with his 2nd Major League RBI, and the Mariners lead it by a score of 2-0.
Take a look at it. Mike Carp getting a chance to play today. It's a nice little line drive into right field. Kotze coming in hard, tried to make the catch, gets a nice bounce and short off it. And then this play to the plate, you see Pierzynski right through his legs, ends up at the backstop. So Carp, Kenjo scoring, Carp will end up at second base.
So they're going to score the base hit and an RBI and give Kotze an error on the throw. Looked to me like the throw went right between Pierzynski's legs. That's a tough error.
I would agree. Just a 2-hopper, certainly something that A.J. Pierzynski should have handled.
Jack Wilson is a hitter, and he takes ball 1. Two-hopper hit to third, and Beckham throws him out. But the Mariners strike first. First with Ken Griffey Jr., 626th career home run, and then an RBI single by Mike Carp and lead it 2-0. the 7 National League teams that the Mariners had only played 2 series against. There are 7 of them. They have changed that error and they have corrected it. They've taken the error away from the throw in Kotsay and given it to A.J. Pierzynski, the catcher. So they made it, I think, correct scoring change. The fastball to the left-hand batting Chris Getz is high, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Strike 7 National League clubs. Mariners have only played 2 series against.
Only 2 series.
Yeah. I'd say the Cubs would be one.
I would say the Cubs also.
Cubs would be one. The Marlins would be another. The Phillies. I think the Braves. Change up, swung on, and it's missed. And Chris Getz is down on strikes. I was going to say Washington. If it's Washington, fine. If it's Montreal, it's a different thing. If Washington is closer to the Montreal thing. Okay, so they are included, so they played them more than 2 series. Alexi Ramirez is looked at a strike. And that's pulled down the left field line into the stands. 2 strikes on Alexi Ramirez.
How about Cincinnati?
How about Pittsburgh? And a swing and a miss. So Snell strikes out Getz and Ramirez back to back. And back to the top of the order for Scott Pizzetta. The other road opponents next year, the Padres, the Brewers, and the Cardinals. Interleague road opponents. I think Milwaukee might be the other club. Or the Cardinals. One ball and no strikes. I know we've only played at Miller Park one time. But we may have played them while they were at County Stadium. I'm going to say the Cardinals.
Cardinals.
And here are the interleague opponents. At home, Red Sox. No, not interleague. That was wrong. There you go. Got the Padres, the Reds, and the Cubs. Red Sox coming twice next year to Safeco. So a very handsome schedule, I think.
Yeah, nice. Lou will make an appearance back at Safeco again.
And a base hit, first base hit. As Pizzetta gets a changeup and laces it into right field. This Sunday, we hope you're going to join us at Safeco Field when the Mariners host the Yankees. The first 15,000 fans taking home a Safeco Field 10th anniversary reusable grocery bag with a certificate inside for a free energy efficient light bulb courtesy of Seattle City Light. For tickets, you can visit mariners.com. This is Gordon Beckham, who lined out to Ichiro. Toronto thumping the Yankees 10-3. Late in that ball game. I think he's been playing some good ball, Mike, since we left. And they've won the final 2 games of that 4-game series, the Oakland Athletics. They won last night. Looks like they're going to win tonight.
They are playing well. The Rangers, on the flip side of it, right there when they were up against it, had needed to play well. Or not doing that. Mariners went in, won a couple of games, and as you mentioned, the A's might win a couple of games now. So all that rain certainly didn't help with them, because they keep falling further and further back. When we were there, they were 2 games back of Boston, and now they're 5 in the wild card.
We are told that Michael Young got back in the lineup tonight for the Texas Rangers as the designated hitter, but he left after only 1 at bat. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Beckham is gone, and in the end, Mr. Still strikes out the side here in the 3rd inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, 2-0 Mariners. Tonight of his 200 hit season, prior receiving a couple of plaques, and of course you've got a chance to celebrate it with Ichiro with a commemorative bat, as the breaking ball is down low and inside, and there's exactly what the bat looks like. It measures 34 inches, has a 360-degree image of Ichiro around the barrel of the bat. And that's taken high, ball 3, 3-0. It has the words 9 consecutive 200 hit seasons. It's limited to 5,000 individually numbered bats. And he walks on 4 pitches. So Ichiro to first base. You can call BigTimeBats.com at 1-866-280-BATS. Bat sells for $129.95 plus shipping. And you can see the official Ichiro all-time consecutive 200 hit bat at www.bigtimebats.com, or you can call 1-866-280-BATS. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. And the breaking ball is down low and outside to Franklin Gutierrez. Freddie Garcia soon will be 34. Remember, he was just kind of a baby when He's picked up by the Mariners from the Houston Astros and the Randy Johnson deal, and turned into the Mariners star. But he certainly doesn't throw as hard as he did when he was with the Mariners.
No, his fastball has been 88 miles an hour tonight. With the Mariners, it's probably more 92, 93. The thing that always impressed me, though, is even as a young man, he'd always pitch. He didn't come up and just start trying to throw fastballs by everybody as Gutierrez tries to want a breaking ball away from him. But he always had the good changeup and threw a lot of breaking balls and pitched his way through a game.
And a line drive into center field for a base hit. So Ichiro will hold at second base as Besednik comes up with that ball. And the Mariners are after Freddie one more time here in the third inning. Give me the answer to our Aflac trivia question. Can you name the 7 National League teams the Mariners have only played 2 series against? We guessed them all, and here they are. The Braves, Cubs, Reds, Cardinals, Phillies, Pirates, and Marlins. And that Red Series here in June of '07 may have been the reason Ken Griffey Jr. is playing with the Seattle Mariners today. That was the Love Fest weekend when the Mariners swept all 3 games. Jr. hit a couple of home runs. Everything went the Mariners' way, including getting to see Jr. hit a couple of home runs. And he didn't really realize, I think, how much people loved him here until he came back. And he was overwhelmed.
And he even talked about how anxious he was coming back and not really knowing what the reception was going to be. And I think that you're absolutely right, Dave. I think it was huge in him coming back. I think that was a big part of it. You see a sign out there, 1 more year for Junior. But I think that had everything to do with it, to be honest with you. I think by the time he left here, he had a real good understanding of what he's meant to this city.
And a delivery a little bit outside to Jose Lopez. Ball 2, 2-1. And when the scales were tipped the Mariners' way instead of Atlanta's this year, I think that was a big factor. And a runner's double steal going. Thrown off. Double steal is accomplished. Ichiro with number 25. Franklin Gutierrez with number 14.
Take a look at it. They get a good jump. It's a breaking ball down and away. Pierzynski, no chance to get Ichiro. The White Sox will keep their infield back.
Full count. Jose Lopez, 14 RBIs away from the 100 mark, and he certainly was in reach of doing that. Carlos Torres is throwing out in the bullpen for the White Sox right now. And a ground ball to third is going to get the run in as they'll throw across the diamond. Beckham, and the Mariners lead it 3-0. There is his 87th RBI. Junior's last RBI, one swing right down the right field line, but foul. The next swing down the right field line, but foul. The next swing, plenty fair. 417 feet, baby, way back into the seats in right field. Home run number 626. There he is again. Garcia misses away with a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. I think that's about his best heat of the night.
It definitely has been. Again, just 88 miles an hour. It looks like he's throwing more sinkers, 2 seamers. especially to the left-handers running the ball away.
And that's on the outside corner, according to Marvin Hudson. The ball in the middle is the ball that Junior hit, the 8th pitch to him in the second. And that's right down the middle.
And Junior's first at bat, a lot of changeups and breaking balls. This at bat, he's coming after him with fastballs so far.
I'd be surprised to see him throw him a changeup, to tell you the truth. I think Junior's sitting on the changeup here. The fan keeping the score. Fastball, and that ball is hit down the right field line, popped up, and will it be caught? It will be caught by the second baseman, Chris Getz. So 2 outs. Adrian Beltre will be the hitter. 50 pitches now for Freddie Garcia, with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. I know Freddie Garcia brings some warm feelings here in Seattle every time people watch him pitch. That great year of 2001 when he was the winning pitcher in the All-Star game, the year that the Mariners won 116 games. Beltre watches the pitch down low and outside.
I know that he enjoyed his time here. I think he was disappointed when he left.
Ooh, that came up and took a bite out of Adrian Beltre. I think it got him in the side of the face.
Take another look at the swing by Beltre. Hits right off the home plate and bounces straight up and hits him in the side of the face. Takes his helmet off of him.
Yeah, that'll make you talk to yourself. The ball, 2 strikes to count on it. There's his biggest fan right there. And the ground ball slowly hit the shortstop. Alexi Ramirez on the run throws him out. So here in the 3rd inning, the Mariners pick up 1 more. As we go to the 4th, they enjoy a 3-0 lead.
Mariners with a 3-0 lead. Good pitching efficiency from Ian Snell. Your highlights so far, Dave Sims with Mike Flowers. Good start here for Ian.
Very good start for him. The key to it, we said, was to throw strikes early, especially with the White Sox, because they like to hit a lot of home runs. You don't want to be in too many 3-1 counts. He hasn't been so far. He's done a nice job of that.
A.J. Brzezinski, 9th leading hitter in the American League. Base hit. Start the 4th inning. I'll bring up Paul Konerko. I was very impressed by Snell first inning. You know, last time out last week in Anaheim, 33 pitches in his first inning. Today threw 9. Big difference.
I think the biggest thing, too, is it seems like he's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. If he misses with that first pitch, he's coming back with a strike. So he's not letting the guys get in too many hitters' counts. I think of 1-2-0 count to die where he swung through a fastball.
Here's Konerko. Man aboard. All one. The White Sox still mathematically alive in the AL Central. Boy, they got some help tonight. Kansas City blistered Detroit 11-1, and I believe it was Jared Washburn on the short end of that.
A little bit surprising with that because Jared usually pitches pretty well against Kansas City. You're right, 11-1.
To Konerko. Toronto beat the Yankees. I understand they had a bench clearing activity in that game. So look at Mark Kotsay on deck. Still struck out 3 tonight, walked 1. Didn't give up a hit until the 3rd. This hit here by Brzezinski, just the 2nd of the night. It's a second walk. Now the White Sox will bring the tying run to the plate. Coming up tomorrow, game 2. Gavin Floyd takes him out against Ryan Rowland-Smith. Ryan trying to get above the 500 mark.
And Rick Adair take a trip out to the mound, have a conversation with Snell, try to get him back on track.
The last couple of times we saw Snell, he said he couldn't get a sinker to work. The thing was all over the place, and Rick looks pretty firm here. He's had some stuff working really well in the first 2 innings. See if he can get that field back. Ian has not had a lot of success against the White Sox. 0-2 in 2 starts, 9 innings, 19 hits, 10 earned runs, 15 walks, and 12 strikeouts.
Well, that being said, I think that Rick Adair, the pitching coach, went out there and let him know you're the one with the 3-0 lead. Don't try to be too fine with these guys. Go after them.
Kotsay grounded out to first. That was back in the 2nd inning. Gets through Kenzie. Be a pass ball. Runners move up. Line drive, Park can't get it. Trouble down into the corner. It's going to get 2. Kotsay with a 2-run double. Now it's 3-2 Mariners. So 1-1 pitch, hammered it. Katse, a couple of RBIs, gives him 18 on the season.
Looked like a changeup. I think the pitch was down in the zone. Take another look at it. Right at the bottom of the zone, Katse hits a line drive. Looked like Carp. Pretty good try. Right off the top of his glove. That's unfortunate for Snell, as a couple of runs will come in and score on that double.
Here's Jermaine Dye. Nobody out, 2 runs in, tying run at second base. Down the line, that will slice foul. Had enough of water? Had enough Texas? You good?
Yeah,
for a
I think
while?
so.
Okay.
Nice to come back to sunny Seattle. Garrett Olson getting loose out in the Mariner pen.
Just had a scoring change to take the pass ball. Make it a wild pitch. So 2 runs in. Now count even with Jermaine Dye. White Sox have won 7 of their last 11 games. Chance to pick up a game on Detroit. Dye, like a few of these White Sox players, struggling big time. Entered tonight 8 for his last 72, 111. 2-1. Fly ball center field, going back. Gutierrez. Step on the track. Runner's going to tag. Katse will get third. 1 out. Tying run 90 feet away. Ichiro T-shirt night is set for this Saturday. Mariners meet the Yankees. First 15,000 fans take home a limited edition T-shirt thanks to Sato Pharmaceutical. Come out to the Safeco field. Watch Ichiro and the Mariners host the Bronx Bombers. Good seats still available. They are going fast. For your tickets, go to mariners.com. Carlos Quentin.
Mariners will bring their infield up, trying to keep the White Sox from scoring the tying run here early in the ballgame, just the 4th inning.
Strike one to Quentin. Inning started with a Brzezinski base hit, a walk to Konerko, and then a 2-run double, with Katse delivering that right after a wild pitch. Two. Go 2 to Quentin. Stays alive. Don Wakamatsu there. Asked him before the game, you got these last 18 games. What's the biggest thing for you? Obviously, you want to finish over 500. Said, hey, start pitch. Same thing as it always been. Got to get me into the 6th, 7th inning, so I can turn Lowe and Arnsma loose and go from there. Alcott only needs to go 8 and 10 to finish above 500.
I think that's the reason why you saw Garrett Olson get up early in the game, throwing out in the Mariner pen.
Garrett just called back to the ball club. Matuya Sopo, Adam Moore, they've joined the ball club from Tacoma. Carlos Silva activated today. The 0-2. It's blocked by Kendrick. There's Matt. Played a lot of second base the last month down at Tacoma.
I was watching batting practice today. He was working his way around the infield, playing a bunch of different positions, working out.
Talked about that transition before. You know, we talked about what Akinori and Moore going from 3rd to 2nd. So the transition got very comfortable playing at second base, moving over from 3rd where he spent most of his career. Here comes the 1-2. Line right to Beltray, second out.
Well, Quentin hit it hard right on the button, but it's right at Adrian Beltre.
You can see Kate going, oh, no, 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 you're not giving me, oh, no. Interleague schedule, you saw that bottom of your screen. Snell doing the right thing, covering the bag, takes a nice toss from Karp, and he gives up 2 runs but not the lead. So Ian Snell with a big sigh of relief. Mariners still leading 3-2. As we go to the home fourth, Bill Hall, Kenji Jojima, Mike Karp to face Freddie Garcia. Bill grounded out the shortstop his first time. Freddie Garcia's come back after multiple surgeries, shoulder. Seen him top at what, 91, I believe it was. A lot different from his time here in Seattle. Fly ball center field for Podsednik.
Well, earlier we saw Belcher get hit. Rob Nodine, the trainer, taking a look at his face. Junior. Looks like he has a pretty good mouse under his eye right now.
Nobody keeps it looser than Ken Griffey Jr. Unbelievable. He saw a new reporter in the clubhouse this afternoon. He said, hey, everybody, Prince is in the house. You know, the musician Prince.
Yeah.
The guy did have a resemblance. So, if you remember the movie Purple Rain, he said, somebody get me a mirror. You remember Morris Day in Jerome in that movie from, oh God, what's that, mid-80s. Funny guy. Gut feeling that I have, he's going to want to come back next year.
I know he's had a good time this year.
Kenji seriously fooled on that 2-1. Don't have that from this source. He has not made a call. Certainly the fans. There's a section of fans that want to have Junior back next year. 2-2. Kenji with a double to right last time up. Ground ball to Ramirez. Gets a nice hop. 2 outs. Roster move made today. Carlos Silva activated from the 60-day DL. And Sean White put on the 60-day DL. He's done with right shoulder tendonitis. Russell Brandon, they hope to have him back next week in Tampa, Tuesday. Don Wakamatsu said Carlos Silva would see some action out of the bullpen.
Well, hopefully Sean White get that taken care of. He had a terrific year for the Mariners this year, and Don Wakamatsu leaned on him a lot. So he'll be way up on the depth chart next year in that bullpen going into spring training.
You get those White, Lowe, and Arnsma, your power three in the back end, you're in great shape. Kelly and Jakubauskas in front of them.
Anytime you can shorten up the game, Dave, you know, when you have guys like that that have been that good this year, you have confidence in them going into next year. The fly balls head out to right center field.
Podsednik going back. He's at the track. Can't get it. Extra bases for Mike Carp. He's going to make the turn for three. Mike Carp slides in with a triple. Podsednik says he's okay, but nice ride there by Carp. That's his first big league triple.
Take a look at the swing by Carp. Had a base hit his first time up and drove in a run. This right here out to right center field. Podsednik was playing pretty shallow and just can't get there. And once it bounces off the wall, pretty easy triple for Carp as he slides in with no throw.
Good for Mike. 2 outs, runner at third base for Jack Wilson, and grounded out to third his first time up. Carp gave that a good ride. Wilson with 8 RBIs since coming over from Pittsburgh. There's a scouting report on Freddie Garcia's got the sinker, the slider, occasional curveball. Throw the split to the left-handers. And don't try to pull that outside pitch. Obviously not throwing as hard as he used to. Back in his really nice days here with the Mariners when he went 76 and 50 over a 6-year period. Two and 1 to Jack Wilson. Ball cutting across is Beckham. There's a Konerko. Wilson's gone, so the Mariners. They get Carp to third, his first big league triple. Nothing across, 3-2 Mariners. Field in Seattle. Mariners have a 3-2 lead. Second visit by the White Sox this season. Mariners took 2 out of 3 a month ago. And just like last time these guys were in, the Yankees will follow. And Snell gave up 2 in the 4th. Still holds on to the lead. Will face Alexei Ramirez, Scott Podsednik, and Gordon Beckham, 9-1-2.
This will be a big inning for him. You watch him closely. I wouldn't be surprised if Don Wakamatsu gets up somebody quick if he struggles with this inning like he did last inning.
Popped up. Down the line, Carp chasing and can't get it.
Ball sliced down the line, going away from Carp. He was probably a couple of feet away from being able to make a play.
Carp's done a lot of running the last few minutes. Got a triple. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, and now that long run. 20 pitches in the 4th inning. Ian Snell. Getting these guys to swing the bats for the most part. He certainly did through the first 3 innings. Gave up a walk in the 4th. 2 runs, 2 hits in that 4th inning. Modern technology, huh? Replays up close. While you're at the ball game, 1-2. Stopped by Kendrick. Ramirez has been in a pretty good clip his last 14 games, hitting .320. Punches one center field. Gutierrez playing on a hot base hit. Fourth hit for Chicago. Top of the order, Podsednik, who's 1 for 2.
And stay alive here. Podsednik can do a lot of things. Ramirez runs well over at first. Pretty good bunter. He's had a nice year for the White Sox, hitting .305.
5 bunts on the season, sacrifice bunts. Ramirez 14 steals this year, 14 out of 19. Beltre in close at third. Good bunt.
Terrific.
Backhand.
Yeah,
Oh, nice
play.
play by Ian Snell. Little backhand. Retires Podsednik, who does his job. Runner advances to second. That's nicely done. As we take a look at our Coors Light freeze game.
Terrific play by Snell. We know that he's a really good athlete. I thought this was a base hit, but you can see him running down bare hand, backhanded flip. Wow. Everything came together for him right there to barely get Podsednik, who runs well. Nice athletic play by Snell.
Coors Light freeze cam. Podsednik getting down the line quickly, but got him with some to spare. Here's Gordon Beckham. Coors Light freeze cam. Beckham 0 for 2, lined out to each your own right, struck out. Tying run at second. Beckham having a nice rookie year here for the White Sox. Still taking a lot of time. Time is called by Beckham. Very quiet up there at the plate, and so you can see it loaded up.
It's a good play by Kenji. That last breaking ball hit out in front of home plate. A lot easier to block a ball when it's a little bit closer to you. You can smother it when it gets out in that area. You really don't know where it's going to bounce. So nice play by Kenji.
Jack Wilson hold the runner. 2 down. Create your own Mariners collectible using your favorite photos at the photo store at mariners.com. 3 easy steps. You can make your very own Mariners memory. All you have to do is visit mariners.com today. A.J. Przinsky, 1 for 2. A run scored. Remember last time they were in the final game of the series, picked up Alex Rios from Toronto. Boy, he has produced a lot of nothing since he came over. It's unbelievable. You look at his numbers. Ball 1 to AJ. Rios, 2-time All-Star, went 0 for 10 against the Angels over the weekend. 1 for 20 in his last 6 games. 5 for 64 in his last 15. Goodness. They're in for about $60 million of that guy for the next 5-6 years.
Really surprising. Terrific athlete. He's been a really good player for the Blue Jays. I thought it was a good pickup for them when they were able to get him. Didn't work out that way.
Hopefully for him, he'll get off to a clean slate next year. Przinsky fouls one off because he's going to be in Chicago for a while.
Yeah, with the contract that he has left, they're certainly looking for a lot of production out of him.
They'd like, I got to believe they're looking 290, 30, and 110. Mariners got 2 in the second, 1 in the third. White Sox answered with 2 in the fourth. Threatening here. Get out of play. So you got Deuces Wild here. Minerco's on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second. Mariners lead at 3-2. Bouncing ball to Beltre. And that'll do it. Snell has got 5 in the books with the lead. 3-2 Mariners. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, FSN crew. Glad to be back in Seattle. Your rain gear dry out yet? Man.
You think about us on Sunday?
Oh, I did, and I think we probably finished the football game before you guys finished your second game.
We were talking about that, actually.
Brzezinski has a play. Nicely done. I am told that you guys were able to watch a couple NFL pregame shows and a game before you even got a chance to tee it up.
Easily.
Easily, right?
Easily.
I was asking Rick Rizzo over on radio. I said, what was worse, the Cleveland snow 2 years ago or all this rain? He said Cleveland snow because we had to go back to Cleveland 3 more times. But yeah, this was not something you're going to be putting in your autobiography. All that rain down there in Texas. My goodness. Gutierrez is the hitter.
At least with the snow, though.
You knew.
And they called the games early that day. We sat in the ballpark every day, all day long.
We're going to start the game at 1:35. We're going to start the game at 2 o'clock. Yeah, right, pal.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure that anybody would have worked any harder than Nolan Ryan, the president of the Rangers, to get those games in on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. Good point. They're trying to win that wild card. They had the concessions open, so they won that battle, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, things haven't gone too well for them since then. The Mariners won 2 out of 3, and now Oakland. Looks like Oakland's going to beat them 2 in a row.
How about that? 9-0 last night. This one's popped up. That will get out of play. Junior was with the White Sox finishing up last year. Junior has a word for everybody. It's unbelievable. Well, there's stories about back in the old days. That would happen before. You know, these rails are new in the last, 5 to 8 years? The Mo Vaughn rule. But I'm thinking of that. And that's when Mo hurt himself when he went to the Angels after he got traded. But I mean, I remember hearing stories about Eddie Stanky, Gene Mauch. They punched guys. If you came in trying to get a foul ball like that, you'd get hurt. Seriously, you laugh. You can go back and check the film. It's fly ball quitting. 2 outs.
Come on.
I'm telling you, you can look it up. You had some hardcore, just hardcore.
I've heard of guys, when it's your guy, you stand up and help him out. The other guys just kind of have a seat and let him fall down the stairs. But
Google Eddie Stanky. Google Gene Mott. Google Leo DeRocher. You get hurt. Certain codes, man. Hey, this is our clubhouse, man. I mean, our dugout. Don't even think about it. Nice play, Beckham. 1, 2, 3 in the 5th. Freddie Garcia, very effective then. Mariners 3, the White Sox 2.
tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com.
Sixth inning action here at Safeco Field. First of three, the White Sox and the Mariners. Yankees coming in over the weekend. Here in the sixth, Paul Konerko, Mark Kotsay, and Jermaine Dye, 4, 5, and 6 against Ian Snell. Snell, over the fifth inning, stranded a runner, and he stranded a runner in the fourth after giving up 2 runs. Konerko with a walk and a run scored and a fly out. Earlier this year, I believe it was the first half of the season, Konerko and Dye had each hit career home runs number 300 in the same game. Well stroked left field, extra bases for Konerko into the corner. Bill Hall will retrieve, and Konerko is aboard. That's his 27th double, lead off the 6th. Great night here at Safeco Field. Rally Fry time. Mike, you're up.
Let's give some fries away. Here comes Lindsay. She has a lot of them tonight. They don't want the flowers. They're talking about showers, and after our trip into Arlington, I thought it was perfect.
Texas rain. Yes, they should have at least played Stevie Ray Vaughan's Texas. Was it Texas flood down there? These folks had good seats down the third base line too. Lindsay gave out the fries. Here's Mark Kotsay. 2-run double his last time up.
A little bit of a shift on him. Jack Wilson, the shortstop, playing up the middle. Lopez looks like he's straight away, and so does Carp. But you can see Jack Wilson swung around pretty good.
Sean Kelly up and throwing. Snell was behind 2-0 to Konerko. He's 2-0 here to Kotsay. That'll get the runner over. It's Lopez. Throws out Kotsay. So again, White Sox get the tying run to third. Hitter's going to be Jermaine Dye. Walked and flied out to center. Strange to see such low batting average numbers beside his name over the last few weeks. At just a $166 after the break. Hit .302 in the first half.
He hit a ball all the way to the warning track his last time up to good areas up against the fence. Even though he's struggling, he has 25 home runs on the year.
Big part of their 05 championship. Kind of MVP type numbers. The 0-2. Strike 3 call. Boy, that is a big one. 2 outs. For Snell, strikeout number 4.
Take a look at this last pitch. Starts it off the outside corner and runs it back. Just locks Dye up. He gave up on it. I think he thought it was down. Didn't look like it to me. It looked like a pretty good pitch.
Carlos Quentin lined out to third his last time. He's 0 for 2. American League Central starting today. Minnesota 5.5 behind Detroit. Chicago 6.5 for Justin Morneau for Minnesota. Bad back done for the rest of the season. got a stress fracture in his back, so that's a huge loss for Minnesota. As we mentioned, Detroit got hammered tonight by Kansas City, 11-1. Snell trying to pull another great escape here. 2 outs. White Sox got a runner to second base in the 5th inning. He was left standing there. Scored 2 in the 4th. They left a man on 3rd. Man on 3rd here with the 1-2. Right back to Snell, and Ian Snell survives again. A little soft liner, reaches up and snares it. Snell's got 6 in the books now in a 3-2 lead. Guy on the right, a very young Ken Griffey Jr., and now that young man is back in the ballpark. There he is, that picture from 1990. As Dizzy Dean would say, he's all grown up.
Very cool.
Griffey, Beltran, Hall, 4, 5, and 6 here in the 6th inning. But Jr. in that first at bat, he dropped the head of his bat on a pitch down and in, hooked it foul, hit another one that left, but it was foul, and then went right center about 15 rows back on Freddie Garcia. Home run number 626. Freddie became the 404th pitcher to give up a home run. Ken Griffey Jr. 1-1 pitch. Also starting to hit the ball a little bit more left center.
And we saw that in Texas. A couple of doubles he hit in the left center on a line.
2-2. Freddie Garcia, the Mariners 99, 1999, and 2004. He has bounced around since then. Full count. Adrian Beltre's on deck. taking some time. Junior has had enough. Struck him out. Curveball. First strikeout for Freddie tonight.
And we've seen him do this a number of times. 3-2 pitches. He will not give in and throw a fastball. That pitch is 73 miles an hour.
So Freddie on the way coming into the ballpark tonight. So his shoulder's feeling really good and pretty excited. He got to greet a lot of familiar faces, some of the crew, some of the staff that work here at the ballpark. Here's Beltre. Hammered lookout. Come a long way since that October, make that August 07 labrum surgery on his right shoulder. Beltre fooled again.
Certainly would like to see the Mariners add on a little bit.
How you start, right?
Yeah, score those runs early, and White Sox just keep hanging around. Spikes that last split finger right into the dirt.
Looking ahead to the 2010 schedule, some of the highlights. Begin down in Oakland. Opening day here at Safeco against those Athletics. Solid smash by Beltre, base hit. There's Red. He's the biggest Beltre fan there is, sitting right behind the dugout. Take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Let's look at the calendar. This the penultimate homestand. Yankees come in, then on the road, the last road trip, 2 in Tampa. That's going to be a fun flight, flying diagonally across the country. Mike, you said last time we were here, you unpack, you get your bags in a room, and it's time to leave.
Unpack, don't even bother.
And as an FYI, the game on the 17th, on the 19th, with the Yankees, been moved to 7:10 p.m. Make note. Bill Hall 0 for 2, ground out to shortstop, fly out to center. Counting tonight, Bill's 1 for 6 against Garcia. Very effective change of speeds tonight by Senor Garcia. Mariners have not scored since the 3rd inning. Not a big lead by Beltre. 2 balls, 1 strike to Bill Hall.
Freddie's really done a nice job of mixing pitches up tonight. Looks like a lot of the Mariner hitters are having a tough time getting on the same page as he is.
Beltre takes his lead. 2-1 to Hall safely. One to Hall. Runner goes. Swung on and driven to left field, backing up a step. Maybe a step and a half is Quentin, 2 down. That was ready. He's back safely. Let's check out the Banner Bank building to the future. And the California League playoffs. Game 1, High Desert wins 5-0. Stephen Hensley, a 3-hit shutout with 10 Ks. Game 2, 4-0 for High Desert. Mauricio Robles, 7 innings, a 2-hit ball, 8 Ks. Game 3, High Desert loses 7-6. And tonight against Rancho Cucamonga. Kenji with a double to right and a ground out.
In that last game you mentioned, they're behind 2-0. So they're going to have to get the bats going.
Up the middle, it's a base hit for Kenji Jojima. 2 for 3 night. Beltre will hold it second.
A slow breaking ball. Kenji hits it right back up the middle. Ramirez really plays a lot of the hitters over in the hole. You can shoot balls back up the middle. You got a real good chance of getting hits.
Let's see what happens here with Mike Karp. He's having a great night. An RBI double in his first big league triple. He's 2 for 2. Picked up an RBI in the second inning. Karp went 4 for 16 on the road trip.
Garcia at 91 pitches now. Nobody up in the White Sox bullpen yet.
Could not check his swing. 0-1. Freddie Garcia, 32 years old. Second tour of duty with the White Sox. Little action down there for the White Sox. Randy Williams. Way upstairs. Put yourself in Karp's shoes. You're 2 for 2. You've had a heck of a night here. A double and a triple. Now you're down 1 and 2.
Here comes the split. Just wasted a fastball up out of the zone. He swung at one before that, before he went to the high fastball, so he could waste another one up there, but I think he'll go back to a split. He did, but he spiked it out in front of home plate. Nice play by Pierzynski to keep it in front of him.
Base hit by Karp in the second. There's a single, went to second on the error by Brzezinski, so he's got a single and a triple RBI in that second inning. Now 2 and 2. See if he gives it a ride here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 on. Wakamatsu looking for a big hit right here. The Mariners have been holding a 1-run lead.
Mariners are 1 for 6 with men in scoring position so far in the game.
Two. Popped up, playable for the third baseman Beckham in foul territory. The Mariners are gone. They leave a couple here in the 6th. To the 7th inning we go, a 3-2 Mariner lead.
Queen.com.
Back here at Safeco Field, Mariners holding a 3-2 lead. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, FSN crew here. Good to be back home in Seattle after the long road trip. New pitcher for the Mariners is Sean Kelly. Ian Snell, he's in the books now for 6 innings. 2 runs, both earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. And he started out really well.
I thought he threw the ball well tonight. Struggled a little bit in the 4th inning, but overall he did a nice job early in the game commanding the strike zone. White Sox got to him in the 4th, but then he pitched out of a jam back in the 6th, and overall I think he did a nice job. A couple of really nice athletic plays, that being one of them.
Snell stranded a runner in the last 5 innings that he pitched. So Kelly will face Chris Getz, second baseman, Alexi Ramirez, the shortstop, and Scott Podsednik back up the middle, base hit. One for 3 night here for Getz.
Good looking young hitter, and gets it solid back up the middle. You see Lopez diving for it. Ball hit sharply. Not much of a chance to get it. Look at Kelly's numbers. 4.58 ERA, 35 strikeouts in the 39 in the 3rd innings. He is pitched.
Ramirez last time, base hit up the middle, runner goes, swung on and fouled away. Great young player, Alexi Ramirez. It's a pop too. He's got 15 home runs.
One of the things that we found out about him early, he likes to swing the bat early in the count.
Quick wrist. In there for strike 2. Outside from Sean Kelly. They were able to get rid of Orlando Cabrera last year to get this kid in there, and he's been outstanding. Cabrera went from the White Sox to the A's and now with Minnesota. Kelly pitched a scoreless inning in Texas 3 days ago. It's a good pitcher's pitch that was fouled off by Ramirez.
Yeah, 95 miles an hour in on his hands.
Gets 24 steals. Well struck through the middle again. Gets slam on the brakes. Developing situation here for the White Sox.
Just shoots it right back up the middle. Hits it right by Kelly's ear. You can see it. Lopez spent a lot of time on the ground here in this inning. Podsednik coming up, so the Mariners, Ricadero will go out and talk to Kelly, but I'm sure that Podsednik's probably going to drop down a bunt.
Kelly comes in back-to-back singles to center field. Gets in Ramirez. Mariners in trouble again. White Sox in the 6th got the leadoff runner to 3rd. Left them stranded there. They left a runner at 2nd in the 5th. They did pick up 2 runs on 2 hits in the 4th inning. They left the runner at 3rd. They've been knocking on the door pretty hard. Meanwhile, the Mariner offense, 2 runs in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. Since then, no runs on 3 hits.
And Mark Lowe's up throwing in the Mariner pen.
Sednick laid down a bunt his last time up. That was a really good one. A fine play by Snell to throw him out. 6 sacrifices on the season. Beltre in on the grass. Boy, he let that one get deep, didn't he?
It looked like he changed his mind at the last minute, just couldn't pull the bat back quick enough.
Takes a look down to Jeff Cox, third base coach.
Take another look at pitch up out of the zone. This is a ball. Yep, tried to take it back.
See his hood. See his eyes?
Yeah.
Pops this one up foul, so 0-2. Kelly got that up there at 95 miles an hour. How's he again?
Not happy.
No. He ever colorful. Ozzie again. Good player in his day. Shortstop. 0-2. Beltre still in the grass. He backed up about a step. No play there. Count remains 1-2. Kelly in some hot water before he even breaks a really good sweat. Check swing. He went. Podsednik is gone. Big out. Really big out for Sean Kelly and the Mariners.
Take a look at it after Podsednik not able to get the bunt down. He throws him a nice breaking ball down and in, and he swings right over the top of it. It's a huge out for Kelly.
Sure is. And Don Wakamatsu coming out to make a change. They'll bring in Mark Lowe. 3-2 Mariners. Getting dicey. Consecutive 200 hit bat at www.bigtimebats.com or call 1-866-280-BATS. There is a 30-day money back guarantee. Gordon Beckham 0 for 3. Mark Lowe is on. Love to throw a deep ground ball. Good run here from Mark Lowe this year. 2.88 ERA, 61 strikeouts in 72 innings. Beckham's 1 for 2 against Mark. Mark's behind here now, 2-0.
And Beckham's a pretty good fastball hitter. Mark's 2 fastballs, 96 and 97 miles an hour. But in a 2-0 count, he'll get started a little bit early.
Lowe's the 3rd pitcher used by Don Wakamatsu tonight. 2-0. Slow roller, Beltray. Got it. 2 outs.
Well, nobody makes this play better than Adrian Beltre. Comes in. This is actually a pretty easy play for him. Now the White Sox 1 for 11 with men in scoring position, but another nice play. Hi, Adrian.
White Sox have been struggling in the last 7 games. Runners in scoring position, 4 for 48. That's .083. But now they send up their best hitter, A.J. Pierzynski, starting today, 9th in the American League. Still holding at .312 after going 1 for 3. A.J., another holdover from the 05 championship team. Jim Thome gone. Jose Contreras gone. These 2 gentlemen were dealt not long after this ball club. The White Sox left here in mid-August. The 0-1.
Mariners play Pierzynski straight up. The infield and the outfield, just playing him straight away. Likes to hit the ball the other way. Saw him get a base hit to left field earlier in the game.
On a strike. Misses away, 2-1. Lowe pitched a couple of days ago in Texas. Game 2. Big 2-1 pitch. Now he's got him 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on. At the tying run at third base, Chris gets the go-ahead run. Alexi Ramirez at second. 2 down here, and Lowe would love a punch out in this inning. City comes back with here 2-2. For 11, so you add that, that's 5 for 59 the last 8 games. Huge spot here for Lowe. Mariners nursing a 1-run lead, and Lowe taking a very long time. Pierzynski's had enough.
Well, he just threw him a slider that he pulled down over to the first base dugout. Nothing but fastballs up to that point.
Two and 2. Pulls an outside pitch foul.
Yeah, another slider, tried to backdoor a slider on him. There are the speeds. He's throwing hard, topped out at 98, the fourth pitch. And he's throwing to Pierzynski, where you see the last couple pitches, 88. Those are sliders.
Two and two. Crowd open for a strikeout. The pitch. Pretty good battle.
You mentioned it, Pierzynski having a really good year for the White Sox, hitting .312 coming into the game. So you know he's going to give you a pretty good at bat. And that's what he's done. 7 pitches so far to him. See most of them away.
Great battle here. 2 and 2 to Pierzynski. Pitch from low. Missed. Guillen's club still involved in this American League Central race. $17,153 making some noise. 3 and 2. The payoff pitch to Pierzynski. Foul off.
This is a great at bat by Pierzynski. The 10th pitch coming to him. He's fouled out some pretty good pitches too. Take a look at the speeds. Last 3 pitches, fastballs again.
Low, very deliberate. The 10th pitch in this at bat. 3 and 2 to Pierzynski. That is a base hit. We got a tie score. They're waving Ramirez. Here's a throw from Hall. It's airmailed. He's safe. It gets by low. Pierzynski now to second on the throw, and the White Sox have the lead at 4-3.
That might be one of the better at bats we've seen this year, Dave. 10 pitches to him. Low out there throwing 97 miles an hour with an 88-mile-an-hour slider, and another base hit to left field. Hall comes in and just airmails everybody. Kenji can't get to it. So Pierzynski, who came up with the big hit, ends up at second base.
So over the last 8 games, with that base hit, Ozzie Guillen's ball club is now 6 for 60 runners in scoring position. Got it up to an even 100. Here's Konerko. 1 for 2. A double and a run scored. Just as you called it in terms of getting add-on runs, as we look at Randy Messenger throwing. Mariners left 2 on in the 6th, 1 in the 4th, total of 5 for the game. Pierzynski with a 2-hit night, 2 for 4, run scored, 2 RBI. Struggle for Lowe. This after Kelly came in and gave up back-to-back base hits to center field by Getz and Ramirez. He struck out but said Lowe came on, got a ground out, and then gave up a 2-run single and a 10-pitch at bat to Pierzynski. Well stroked, Gap City, trouble. Pierzynski will ease his way home. It's 5-3 White Sox as Konerko settles into second base's second double. Got him back-to-back in the 6th and 7th innings. And both times he was ahead in the count 2-0.
Yeah, and he gets a fastball out over the plate. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Lowe's throwing hard enough and gaps it out into right center.
1/3 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout. 3rd inning,
So that
2 runs, both 1 strikeout.
Dwayne Wise will pinch run for Konerko. He's had a terrific night. 2 for 3. An RBI and a run scored. Put Wise in right field and move Katse to first. The bullpen laying the Mariners down this evening here in the 7th. Still time though for the Mariners to come back. They're down 2. 5 runs on 9 hits. 1 error for the White Sox. 3-7-0 for Seattle.
Now Riccadero come out. Have a conversation with Mark Lowe. 18 pitches for Lowe so far. 9 balls, 9 strikes.
It's behind 2-0 to Katse, who's already driven in 2 back in the 4th inning. 1 for 3. Katse in the driver's seat. 2-0 pitch. Change up and a good one. And Jack Wilson playing pretty much behind second base. A little shift action here for Katse. 2-1. Pretty well struck center field. Gutierrez, though, is right there. Damage done, lots of it. As the White Sox get to the Mariner bullpen, Kelly and Lowe, and they get them for 2 runs. Here in the 7th, it's 5-3 White Sox. Dwayne Wise, who ran for Brzezinski, he'll stay in the ball game and play in right field. And Octavio Dotel, veteran right-hander, takes over. Freddie Garcia leaves the game with the lead as we look at Dotel, another veteran guy that still's got a pretty good fastball. Jack Wilson's going to lead it off. Push bunt. Got a chance. Safe.
Wow.
Like Jack hurt himself.
Yeah, twisted an ankle, I think. Unless Dotel maybe stepped on him. That can happen sometimes. They both got to the bag about the same time. He is really good at that push bunt. He likes to do that a lot. Rick Griffin, Don Wakamatsu will go out and take a look at it. But here's the play. It's a nice play by Katse.
See if he steps on him or twists an ankle. That looked like an ankle to me.
Yeah, yes, sir. Boy, he extended, and then you know, you're a little bit off kilter. You're not totally balancing it. Ankles out in front of the leg.
That is a long stride right there.
Tie goes to the runner. That is a nice play by Katze.
Katze, a really good fielding first baseman. Man, that's close. But I think he twisted an ankle on the play.
So I'd imagine Josh Wilson will be popping out. Here comes Josh Wilson. He'll take over. He'll pinch run and stay on at shortstop. So Josh Wilson for Jack Wilson. Here in the home seventh, Ichiro. Fly out to left, walk, run, score. Got a stolen base in the third, part of a double steal, and fouled out to the catcher. Ichiro getting wide acclaim for his recent accomplishment. Getting hit number 200, 9th consecutive year he's done it. It's a major league record. Down low from Dotel. Ichiro looking for his first hit against Octavio Dotel. He's 0 for 8. Fly ball, backing up. Ramirez coming on. Quentin drops in. I got it. You got it. Nobody's got it. Base hit. I don't think Ramirez saw this well off the bat at all.
I think he saw the left fielder. He turned around and started running for it. Saw it for whatever reason. Quentin just stopped running.
That's the left fielder's ball on something like that. If he can get to it, he has to take it. Ramirez certainly didn't look like he called him off of it. We've seen Ozzie Gann frustrated a number of times in the game today.
Remember during the Little League World Series, they went through a stretch where they were losing some games. He said, I get learn more watching the Little League World Series, playing better than our guys are playing. Matt Thornton, former Mariner, and he throws hard. He's warming up. Gutierrez representing the lead run now. This is on the bunt attempt. Ed is taking a look. He's got 12 sacrifices on the season. Josh Wilson running for Jack Wilson at Ichiro. Pretty good speed out there. Bunt laid down. Good one. Katze shovels to the second baseman. Gets sacrifice number 13 for Gutierrez. Runners advance to scoring position right now. Let me remind you that Friday night at Safeco Field, one lucky fan's going to win a trip to Las Vegas. Trip includes airfare and hotel for 3 days and 2 nights, and we hope to see you right here at the ballpark, Safeco Field, Friday for the Mariners-Yankees game. Get your tickets at mariners.com. One out. Runners in scoring position for the Mariner RBI leader, Jose Lopez.
The White Sox up a couple of runs. They play their infield back, so they'll give up a run. Lopez hits a ground ball.
Lopez with 86 runs batted in. Lopez 1 for 7 against Dotel. He's 35 years old now, Octavio. Pitch. Tough. That'll play. Former Met, Astro, A. So the Yankees, Kansas City, Atlanta, now in the second year with the White Sox. Comes the 0-2. Husky takes a look. Nothing doing. Ken Griffey Jr.'s on deck. Punches one, cuts a no play.
Lopez has done a nice job all year, as you mentioned, driving in runs, 87 RBIs for him. Big reason why is he can foul off some good pitches. That last pitch is a tough pitch, and he hung in there long enough just to punch it foul.
0-2. This one's playable for Katze. 2 down. A chance for Junior. Do some damage here. Don't miss all access coverage of the Beavers, Cougars, and Huskies tomorrow on FSN. An inside look at your favorite college team with exclusive interviews, player profiles, and game day access that you're not going to find anywhere else. It all kicks off tomorrow at 5 right here on FSN. They want the left-hander. Look at Ken Griffey Jr. He's in the right-handed batter's box. He and Hussey jabbing at each other. Now Junior goes over to his side. We're going to bring in Matt Thornton when we come back.
Let's go, Junior!
This foul ball that he hit this. Get this at bat going.
Well, he gets a number of splits for Freddie Garcia, and he's out in front of him. A couple of them, you can see that ball really hooking down the line, but then he leaves one out over the plate. Junior hits it 400 plus out into the seats.
Home run number 626 for Junior. Well, he's got a big spot here. Mariners down 2, hard throwing left-hander Matt Thornton.
Yeah, he better turn it up a notch. Thornton is going to be in the mid to upper 90s.
Strike one. As I remember, I believe Thornton struck him out last time they were here in a spot along these lines.
You see the 76 strikeouts in 63 and 2/3 innings.
And there for another strike.
97 miles an hour.
It's an explosive 97 too. They sees motion and then boom. 0-2. 3 pitches. Inning over. 2 stranded. 5-3 White Sox.
Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Back here at Safeco Field, a 5-3 White Sox lead as we go to the top of the 8th. Josh Wilson takes over at shortstop. Jack Wilson had a right ankle injury in the last inning, and Randy Messenger takes over as pitcher, the 4th of the night for the Mariners. Let's check out the numbers on Randy. Through 6, he and Snell, he had a lead 3-2, but then in the 7th, between Kelly and Lowe, they gave up 3 runs on 4 hits. Here's Jermaine Dye to lead it off. Dye, Carlos Quentin, and Chris Getz here in the 8th. Well, Looper, Kurt back up to get it. No. One out here in the 8th. Friday, October 2nd. Mariners salute you, the best fans in baseball. It's Fan Appreciation Night when the Mariners meet the Rangers. Prizes will be given away throughout the game, including a 50-inch plasma TV. That's multiples, TVs, flip HD video cameras, a trip for 2 to Las Vegas, autographed player jerseys, and more. It'll be a big night of fun, excitement, and lots of surprises. For your tickets, go to Mariners.com. Carlos Quentin, 0 for 3. Soft liner. Back to Snell to end the 6th inning. Strander runner at third base. Mariners have been shut out the last 4 innings. In that time, the White Sox have scored their 5.
Yeah, Mariners offensively just 1 for 9. Have been in scoring position. It's come up. Big hit has been difficult for him tonight.
Swing and a miss, and Quentin's gone. 2 outs. Here's your line score for the evening. Left on base, both teams had their issues this evening, that's for sure. Messenger coming in throwing strikes. Gets 1 for 3. Head to the Mariners 8th. It'll be Beltre, Hall, and Judgment 5, 6, and 7. Lopez can't get it. Base hit. Gets his 2nd of the night. It's 2 for 4. And that'll bring up Ramirez, who's had a really nice night. Struck out and then singled to center and then singled to center and scored. 2 for 3 runs scored tonight. Mariner runs coming in a Ken Griffey Jr. home run, leading off the 2nd. Later on in that same inning, Mike Cart singled in a run. 3rd run came on a Jose Lopez 3rd inning ground out. Those are your Seattle runs.
That is a good first pitch to Ramirez. Nice breaking ball for a strike.
Runner goes. Hit through the hole. Getz finds the ball and picks up his 3rd base coach. He'll ease into 3rd. So 2 outs, runners at the corners. Good night for Ramirez, 3 for 4.
He finds the hole over on the right side. It's a fastball away from him. Gets moving on the pitch, so he gets to 3rd easily. Now Don Wakamatsu will come back out. Go to the left-hander, Garrett Olson.
So Olson's going to be the 5th pitcher tonight used by Don Wakamatsu. Mariners down 2. Transmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Mariners on a short end right now, 5-3 White Sox. Freddie Garcia's youngster there in the orange. Coming up tomorrow, game 2 of this 3-game set. Right-hander Gavin Floyd goes against the left-hander Ryan Roland Smith. Coming up Thursday, John Danks was tough last time the Mariners saw him, going against Brandon Morrow. Picked up a win a couple of days ago down in Texas. How'd Brandon look?
I thought he looked pretty good. He had a couple of innings where he threw a bunch of pitches, but I like the fact he threw more breaking balls. The mix is split in more, but I thought overall his first time out, having to wait a day and a half through rain, I thought he did fine.
Garrett Olson back with the big club again. Some nice work out of the bullpen. Struggled on occasion in starts. Here's Podsednik. He's got 1 for 3 with a sacrifice. Runner at third is Chris Getz. Alexi Ramirez, he's at first. Beltran tight at third. Spike makes it 1-1. Inside gets by Kenji. Here comes the runner. No play at the plate. 6-3 Chicago. Ramirez gets the second. Meanwhile, they count on Podsednik 2-1.
Looked like Kenji wanted the pitch away, and it comes way inside, right off the end of his glove. Almost caught a break. He almost hit the umpire in the leg.
Pass ball allows that run to score, and Ramirez to take second. Flip shot left field. Ramirez going to wave him off. Hall airmailed his last throw. This time a good throw, but going to second on the throw is Podsednik. White Sox continue. And on, they've doubled up the Mariners now at 6-3.
Little slap shot in the left field. Hall came in. Their base coach was waving the runner in, Ramirez, and then stopped him at the last second. I think Hall would have been able to throw him out. Watch Ramirez come around.
Had to have been an audio stop because you could see his head was down. He was not looking. And made a pretty wide turn. 2 in scoring position here. Here's a pop up. Josh Wilson going to take control, and that will do it. More damage done by the White Sox. And another run. It's 6-3 Chicago as we go to the bottom of the 8th here in Safeco. In the bottom of the 8th inning at Safeco Field, a smoother, quieter, greener way to travel. Ride Sound Transit's Link Light route from Tukwila to Seattle with 10 stops along the way. A couple of defensive moves by Ozzie Guillen. He brings in Alex Rios to center field, and Scott Podsednik moves over to left. Matt Thornton will continue. Thornton blew away Ken Griffey Jr. with 3 pitches to strike him out to end the 7th. A couple runners on. Broken bat, fly ball, center field. No problem for Rios. Rios trying to get him going. He has not swung the bat well since coming over from Toronto. The Matt Thornton story. Couldn't get it, couldn't find it when he was with the Mariners, but boy, he's something else now.
Well, he's terrific now. When he was in Seattle, he always had the great arm. Mariners gave him a lot of opportunities, just didn't work out for him, and for whatever reason he went to Chicago and started throwing strikes right away, and as we've seen tonight, he'll throw 97 miles an hour.
Bill Hall 0 for 3 tonight. '96. Big guy, smooth motion, and the ball is on you and by you before you know what's going on.
Just jumps on you. Watch it when you're on deck. I bet it doesn't look like he's throwing as hard as he really is. And then you get up there and the ball gets out in front of home plate, just jumps on you. Another 96 mile an hour fastball.
63rd game for Thornton, 6-3 at 2.83 ERA. Here's a look at what we were just talking about. Thornton has it fouled off by Hall. Bill tonight ground out to short, fly out to center, fly out to left. Thornton, a big kid at 6'6", big man at 6'6", 235. He turned, matter of fact, he turns 33 today. And Hall is gone. Brzezinski will throw down to Kotze for the out. Second strikeout for Thornton. 2 outs here in the 8th. And it looks like Bill Hall may have hurt himself here. Hall hustling down the line. And
Yep.
right quad.
Right quad. Almost tripped over the base.
Mariners have already lost Jack Wilson to an ankle injury. Hall's ailing. Not a good sign. Meanwhile, Kenji Jojima 1-0. Make it 2-0. Kenji 2 for 3 tonight. Doubled and scored. That was back in the 2nd. Rounded out to short. Got a base hit to center. Well struck. Nice play at 3rd. Gordon Beckham. And that will do it for the Mariners. Matt Thornton has retired all 4 men that he's faced. To the 9th inning we go. White Sox by 3. And in the American League, Ichiro and Cobb with 9. Of course, Ichiro just hasn't completed, but just reached 200 plus for the 9th consecutive season, and that is a major league record. Ryan Langerhans takes over in left field for Bill Hall, who saw injured his quad in the 8th inning, and Miguel Batista, newly shortened Miguel Batista. He'll take over. He is pitcher number 6 this evening for the Mariners. Not been a good evening for the bullpen. He had Snuff left with the lead. And Kelly a third of an inning, 2 runs, both earned. Lowe 2/3 of an inning, a run, it was earned. Messenger 2/3 of an inning, a run, it was earned. Olson pitched a third of an inning and didn't give up any runs. Brzezinski, Wise, and Katse here in the 9th. That'll be 3, 4, and 5. Brzezinski's had a really nice night. A 10-pitch at bat his last time up against Mark Lowe. Delivered a 2-run single to left. The 10th pitch, you can see it well inside the square. Batista behind, 2-1. He's having a night. A.J. Brzezinski, his 3rd hit tonight. Here's the throw to second, and he is mean. Got him.
Well, the line driving Brzezinski thought he had it in the gap. I think he came around first. Was a little bit surprised to see Gutierrez come up with it, but he kept running to second. We know that Franklin has a good arm. He puts it right on the money. Easy play for Josh Wilson down at second base.
Gutierrez coming up with his 5th assist of the season. Franklin got that in with authority. Valentine, before he was traded, had 5 assists. Top 2 numbers for Mariner outfielders this season. First at bat for Wise. The one that made that spectacular catch to preserve the perfect game by Mike Burley earlier this season. Carp has an easy play. 2 outs. Brzezinski, even though he got thrown out, was 3 for 5 tonight. 2 runs scored, 2 runs knocked in.
And Bobby Jenks is up for the White Sox out in their bullpen.
Six runs on 13 hits for Chicago. 1 error. 3 runs on 9 hits for the Mariners. Beltre's going to put this one away, and Batista gives up a hit as the rubber thrown out. He faces the minimum here in the 9th. Time to go to work for the Mariners down to the last 3 outs. Cart, Josh Wilson, and Ichiro will have to get it done against Bobby Jenks. stands to be the winner in this ball game. 91 and Ian Snell at 95.
Your attention, please. Out pitching for Chicago. Number 45, Bobby Jenks.
Rally caps abounding here at the ballpark. Right now, Sean Kelly is the Mariner pitcher of record. Bobby Jenks, one of the best in the business. He's 7th in the American League in saves, 28. And he's been on fire. 6 saves in his last 7 chances over his last 15 outings. A 1.69 ERA during that span.
He has given up 7 home runs this year, so hopefully Mariners can get a couple of guys on base. Never know.
Exactly right. Carp, Josh Wilson. Top of the order, Ichiro. Strike one from Jenks. 05, didn't he? He's take nothing away from that 94, but wasn't he doing 98, 99 consistently in 05?
Yeah, absolutely.
Remember, he was coming out of stretch. He's got a 95 past Carp. I just remember they hadn't seen in 05, they hadn't seen a lot of the White Sox, and they get in the playoffs, and this guy's coming in just blowing people away.
Getting into the postseason, a little bit different adrenaline rush in those games.
He's the 4th pitcher tonight for Chicago.
He's always reminded me of Troy Percival. Big guy,
barrel guy,
just
big barrel chested
comes
guy.
in and throws a lot of fastballs right at you.
Carp drives one to center field. Going back, Rios makes the catch.
Carp's won the bat well tonight. A couple of hits, one of them a triple, and gives that one a good ride all the way out to the fence in center field.
First at bat tonight here for Josh Wilson. Came into the ball game in the 8th inning. Jack Wilson led off the inning with a push bunt. It was a beautiful bunt, but he did something, looked like he twisted his right ankle, landing on first base, and had to leave the game. Strike one. Swing and a miss. Josh Wilson played in game 2 on Sunday, went 1 for 3. He's gone. 2 outs. That is a nasty pitch. Great change of speed by Bobby Jenks. 2 down. Here comes Ichiro.
That was a terrific breaking ball, 82 miles an hour.
Ichiro 1 for 4. A whole bunch of fans here to welcome Ichiro back to Seattle after accomplishing that great feat on Sunday, getting hit number 200. Bouncing ball, foul. You said it, Mike, after, I'd say, about the 5th inning. Mariners are up 3-2, and you start talking about add-on runs. We talk about it all year. Got to get some, and they did.
Now, you know, you're absolutely right, and I think the Mariners bullpen has been terrific this year, but you can't expect them to throw zeros up every single night. And some nights when you have your opportunities and you get an early lead, you'd like to just add a few more runs onto it and make those guys' job a little bit easier coming in. But the Mariners tonight just were not able to do that. 1 for 9 in the game with runners in scoring position.
1-1 to Ichiro. Katse ranges over, bobbles, and safe. Ichiro beats Jenks. That bobble cost him. Ozzie Guillen sprinted out of the dugout to have words with Angel Hernandez.
It looked like Angel was going to call him out, and in the last second changed his mind, threw out a safe sign.
See what happened.
Take another look at it. Jenks makes the catch. Oh.
Man, Bobby beat him.
Yeah. Ichiro ends up getting a base hit out of the deal.
Ozzie takes comfort in a 3-run lead. If this had been a lot closer, he might have. Let's see. Jenks is there. Got him. Yes, sir. Ichiro will take it. 2-hit night for him. There he goes. That'll be a difference. Gutierrez, the hitter, he sacrificed his last time up. He's 1 for 3. Lopez on deck if Gutierrez can keep it going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Garcia, Dotel, Thornton, and now Bobby Jenks. Thornton really did a heck of a job in his inning in a 3rd, striking out 2. 2-1 to Gutierrez. 2-2. That's a heck of a pitch. Mariners down to their last strike. 2-2 to Gutierrez with Ichiro at 2nd. 2-2. Fouled off. Got a piece of Brzezinski.
Looked like he hit him on his foot.
So do it again. Bobby Jenks takes a long walk behind that mound. Jenks comes ready. He's 2-2. Gutierrez. To right field, Wise runs out of room. Right again at 2-2. Pitch from Jenks. Foul off again.
See all the pitches. Franklin Gutierrez battling to get on base and give Jose Lopez a chance to tie the game up. Jose's had a nice year this year.
2-2. A lot off and missed. Full count. come down to this. Ichiro at second. Mariners down 3. The 3-2 to Gutierrez. Down the line, foul.
Pitch number 10 coming up.
We saw Brzezinski with a 10-pitch at bat back in the 7th. He delivered a 2-run single. See what number 10 yields for Gutierrez. The 3-2 with 2 out, runner at second. Pitch from Jenks. Walked him. So that gives Lopez a chance to go long ball and tie it up.
I'll guarantee you this. Ozzie Guillen has had somebody tell him what the replay showed on Ichiro, and he's not happy right now. It's been a frustrating night for him.
It happens. Angel Hernandez did not get that call right. As you said, he had the arm loaded to punch him out. We, of course, have the benefit of replay.
Absolutely. Oh, Jose Lopez, 23 home runs on the year.
86 runs batted in. Why not? First pitch from Jenks. Down low, ball 1. What, did that change the complexion of this game or what? Jose's been a late inning hero multiple times this year for the Mariners. The pitch. Ball and a strike here to Lopez. Lopez 0 for 5 against Bobby Jenks. 1-1. Down low, 2 balls, 1 strike. See if he can get a pitch and turn it loose. Two outs, bottom 9. Mariners down 3. 2 men on. Jenks with the 2-1 pitch to Lopez. Came inside again, 2-2.
Lopez can find his way on. Junior, who's homered earlier in the game, is on deck. See, Jenks had to work this inning. 24 pitches in the inning.
Murphy 0 for 2 against Jenks. He would love to get an opportunity. It starts with Lopez, 2 and 2, 2 on, 2 out. The pitch from Jenks. Stayed alive again. His last at bat before fouling out, he fouled all 3 pitches. Seen him have a lot of long at bats in clutch situations. 23 hits these two teams have combined for tonight. Try it again at 2-2 to Lopez. The pitch. Drilled but foul right to the ball girl. Makes a great catch right to her. She's had a good night. She's snared a few hard one-hoppers down there as well.
Pretty good. Hooking line drive, no problem.
Runners take their lead. Great speed on the base paths. Ichiro and Gutierrez. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jose Lopez. Pitch from Jenks. Down low, full count.
Gutierrez and Lopez. 2 terrific at bats against Jenks. Both of them fouling off a lot of pitches. This next pitch will be 28th pitch for Jenks in the inning.
They've made them work the remainder of the 17,153 on their feet and making noise. 2 on, 2 out, 3-2 to Lopez. The pitch from Jenks struck him out. Ball game over. White Sox win at 6-3. A bad night for the Mariner bullpen, and the Mariner offense goes scoreless over the last 6 innings. And here in the 9th, they leave 2 men on. The winner is